Now, we're heading off to the Great Dorset Steam Fair in just a moment's time. Back this year in the dry, I'm delighted to say. They had quite a time last year, didn't they, with the rain? And if you're one of the 200,000 people expected over the next 5 days at the show site, it's going to be quite a year. The 45th year of the Great Dorset Steam Fair. Emily Hudson is down there for us this morning. And Emily, in the last hour we heard you getting steam engines to actually blow their horns and their whistles. Great achievement, in my opinion.
Well, I did have to come especially last night for that, of course, but it's when you come over the hill from Salisbury and you see the lights of the steam fair in front of you, you realise why this is no longer just a daytime event and is actually a big evening occasion too, because those showman's engines at night, I mean, I remember it from when we were here 2 years ago for a big outside broadcast for Sasha's programme. Actually, it was the evening when I just went, wow, this is magic, seeing all those showman's engines lit up and, you know, all the noise and the smoke and the steam. It really is probably my favourite outdoor event that I go to in the whole year.
And it gets bigger and bigger.
Yes, we're in its 45th year, as you say, 200,000 visitors. There are people here exhibiting from New Zealand, Africa, America. They have so many foreign visitors now, they've now had to bring in a German translator to be on the gate. 60 showman's engines, 100 cars, 250 commercial vehicles. And of course, then they've moved into the sort of new world, as it were. So we now have motorcycles, stunt display teams, we have the monster trucks, which we'll be hearing from later on Alex's programme. And the other thing that's slightly changed, of course, is the fact that, as I said, the evening has become a bigger part of the Great Dorset Steam Fair. So in the early days when it was on a 3-acre site, now 600 acres, so spot the difference. The evening entertainment might have been a few beers around someone's caravan and someone with a guitar. Now the live music element is massive, and if you think of this site as being as big as Glastonbury, that gives you an idea of how important it's become.
Now, we're about to get some live music introduced by our next guest, Emily, who's called Porky, who's the compere of stage events there at the Great Dorset Steam Fair. Porky, thank you for being there today. Just before I let you do your bit, I've got to ask, because we're doing a phone-in this morning about names after you and Thomas revealed that he was actually called Ellis as a baby, and he never knew that, and he's just found that out. What about you? You've clearly not been Porky all your life, have you?
No, I haven't, no. I think it's because I'm quite a large gentleman now, so they decided to call me Porky, but I don't think my parents would have given me that name.
Dare I ask what your real name is?
It's Ian Jones.
Right, Ian, welcome. And look, the music side of the Steam Fair's really taken off, hasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly has.
What's happening this year?
Well, we've got 6 stages for you. We've got Real Ale, we've got the Michael Oliver Folk stage, Black Bull, Shire's Arms, Countryman stage, and the big outdoor stage where we're still at the moment. So a lot of sort of different types of music for you, from acoustic right up to a bit of rock and roll. I mean, we've got the Wurzels. They're not very rock and roll, or you could say they are rock and roll, folky rock and roll. We've got the Wurzels. We've got Chaz from Chaz and Dave. Now, of course, Chaz and Dave split up about 18 months ago, but Chaz has formed his own band, and he was going to be performing in the Ale tent for you on Saturday evening. But we've got some local bands as well, and we've got some bands. Well, one of the bands I'm going to introduce in a moment is called The Shine. They were on last night, a band from the Midlands, an absolutely stunning performance they're putting for the Ale tent.
Right, well look, can we tie this in with our special mentions, because we want to say hello to some people here, Porky, and then I'll let you do the big intro, because happy birthday please to my lovely daughter Leslie in Fratton. Says mum and sisters Brenda and Janet have been in touch this morning, so please take this live music from the Great Dorset Steam Fair as your special mention song this morning. And also, Julian, can you say hello to Brian in Burwood, 79 today. Wish him a happy birthday from his wife and family. It's also their 57th wedding anniversary on Sunday as well. Lots of love from Rosie. Piece of music on the way, Rosie. Brian, have a good day. And Porky, at 20 to 9 on BBC Radio Solent, over to you.
It's very rock and roll. Will you please put your hands together? And live on the outdoor stage here at the Great Dorset Steam Fair is The Shine.
Gina works a diner all day, working for a man. She difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, living on a prayer. We'll make it, I swear. Living on a prayer. Time has got his six-string high. Now he's holding in when he used to make it touch so tough, so tough. Gina dreams of running away. She cries in the night and Tommy whispers, baby, it's okay. Someday, she says we gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, living on a prayer. We'll make it, I swear. Living on a prayer. She says we gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, living on a prayer. We'll make it, I swear. Living on a prayer.
Whoa.
Yes.
Excellent.
Fab.
Very good. Thank you to The Shine, live from the showground there at the Great Dorset Steam Fair. Thank you very much indeed, guys. Didn't they do well? And that was Living on a Prayer. Who sang that first time round, Jeff? Mr. Music?
Living on a Prayer was...
Bon Jovi, Jeff.
Of course it was.
I thought you'd get that.
Called yourself a DJ.
What's happening in the South?